This clip is brought to you by SaveWithConrad.com.
Next up, a match that's, well, not as good. Jake Roberts, who at this point is a babyface, as you recall, he's wrestling with a shirt and he's got the big yellow snake, and we're naming it Revelations. Now he's turned his life over to God and he's clean and sober, and he's talking about his challenges, and he beats Vader by DQ. Vader's going to jump Roberts early and just pound on him. Roberts hits the DDT, and on the way down, Vader grabs the ref, who went down in a very unconvincing spot, and calls for the DQ. Meltzer would say the finish was supposed to be more convincing, although it was a weak finish either way. After the match, Vader attacked Roberts and gave him a Vader bomb, with the storyline being that it's damaged Jake's ribs. Man, this is sort of a weak way to protect Vader, and I feel like we're back to what you were talking about earlier. Well, goddamn, if they can't lose, how about not put them in there?
Yeah.
But once upon a time, man, going down with the DDT was not a shameful thing. Everybody went down with the DDT, right?
Yeah, you could have worked a lot of finishes there. You could have brought a chair in the ring and got DDT'd on the chair to give it a little bit of extra juice. Here's the real issue. The real issue is that we knew that Jake was going to be facing Austin. We knew that Austin was going to be our focal point of this tournament. How much favor did we do Austin by having his future opponent win by DQ, a flat finish? So then Jake had to regroup. He had no momentum going into that match with Austin, and as they said, Austin 3/16 says, "I just whipped your ass." So we could have done a better job setting the table for Austin's win and his eventual King of the Ring accolade, but that's thinking a match ahead or two, and we didn't sometimes do a great job of that. And again, this was for to protect Leon,
Right?
And I'm just not big on that protecting shit. You know, you're a talented guy. You're making a lot of money. You got a great reputation. You should be able to figure out a way that you could lose, because Leon wasn't, he wasn't undefeated. But again, that Japanese element and protecting their money in Japan was made to be a bigger deal than it should have been, in my opinion.
Next up, we see the Smoking Guns retain their WWF tag team titles, defeating the Godwins in 10 minutes and 10 seconds. Meltzer would say basically no heat at all, except for reactions to Sonny. The finish would see Bart hit Phineas with his cowboy boot to allow Billy to pin him. Star and a quarter. You and I have talked a lot about the Smoking Guns and the Godwins individually. Are these gimmicks just let my family save your family some cash? You don't need perfect credit. You don't need money out of your pocket, but we will save you money. It's not a matter if, it's a matter of how much. SaveWithConrad.com. Sort of outdated by the summer of '96, do you think?
Maybe, Bob, you can make an argument for that, but they're in the midst of a tournament where they were placed. And I don't know how hot both teams were coming into that match, but I don't recall any Smoking Guns and Godwin's match that wasn't competitive and entertaining to some degree.
Oh, they're all capable performers.
Yeah. But it was placed in a tough spot to get noticed and make people care. People cared about the tournament. They could see now what's going on, and they wanted that tournament to continue, but you had to have some other things on the card as well. So unfortunately, the Guns and the Godwins drew a short straws where the match was placed, but they always had a solid match. It's just at that point in time didn't mean as much as everybody wanted it to.
Hey, it's Conrad Thompson. Thanks for checking out the podcast here on YouTube. Be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notifications bell so you get a notice anytime we upload some new content. And go save yourself some money right now. If you're in a 30-year loan or you have credit card debt, it's not a matter of if I can save you money. It's a matter of how much. Find out right now for free at SaveWithConrad.com.